Hey folks, welcome to your hints video for making a number guesser type game. There's going to be some stuff in here that we haven't done before, but got to see it sometime, so let's just jump right in. I'm going to make a new solution like I always do. Let's go see what unit we're in. I think we're going to call this Mono4A number guesser. Okay, so remember, no C drive, that's bad. Browse. And let's go find our folder, wherever it is. And I'm going to say OK. I'm going to make a solution folder called, please call these from now on Mono4A number guesser. And I'm going to use underscores. I think I can use minuses or underscores. I can't remember. But either one, number guesser. And let's call it NumberGuesser1 because we might do more number guessers later. OK. So let's hit OK. We should get up an empty project, and let's just say guess a number between 1 and 10 right off the bat. All right, let's do the stuff we can do. And if we say that, on the next line we're going to say, hey, that's going to be, you might want to try an int, and I'm going to do it wrong the first time. Int secret number equals console.readLine. No arguments, it says in my hint. Nothing in the parentheses. And let's run it. And it says, hey, I can't convert a string to an int. So I need to look at my hints for readLine again and say, oh, readLine spits out a string. That's what left side of the readLine command is what it returns or spits out. And so it's saying int equals a string. That used to be easy in Python. It got hard all of a sudden. Okay, so let's go string. I'm gonna call it string temp num. Okay, or I'll call it, I don't know, secret string. Okay. And what's it saying now? Let's see if it works. Okay, guess a number. And let's print it back out for ourselves. You said plus secret. Oh, it's so nice, this autocomplete. I could have just hit tab. Why did I move my mouse? Let's try it. You said 3. Awesome. Now, in a second, we're going to have a hard time comparing strings to numbers, so we are going to have to cast. I'm going to put a hint to myself. Must cast secret to a number. Okay. And you'll see, just because we can't say greater than less than on strings in C#. We could in Python. Everything was better in Python. I sure miss Python, but what the heck? What can you do? You need to get a random number. A random secret number. Sorry, and I'm not planning this as well as I should because most of you have already done it, but we need to get a secret number and then say, have them guess the number and see if it's the same number or not, okay? So we get a random secret number. Let's do it, folks. I believe we're going to go int secret, int, let's call it secret, equals, and oh yeah, here's how you have to do it. There's going to be 2 lines I'll give you if we do a test on this, but you have to say random is a class. See, here's how you use classes in Python. You say the class type, and then give it a create. So I've created a random class instance or an object called myRandom or myRand. And I say it equals a new random. I think I have to have parentheses there to create a new random. Let's see. Initializes a new instance of the random class using a time-dependent default seed value. Oh, that's very nice. Okay. So you'll understand what all that means later. Some of you your gears in your head are turning right now, but yeah, if you read that hint a little longer, oops, I did sticky keys. It initializes a new instance of the random class, and it stores it equal to the variable myRand, which is of type random class. We're going to make our own classes soon, so it's good that you start seeing that. Okay, so I made a new random called myRand. On the next line, I'm not quite done yet. Random isn't a secret number, a random number. It lets us do secret numbers, and then I say int secret equals, was it myRand, the class I made, dot, And the second you do the dot, you're like, oh goodness, okay, there's my hints. There's my things I can do with the random class. Okay, so it's a little bit different than Python. This is your first time, it's scary. Just try it out and root around in there. Equals, oh, I can see if my rand equals a number. I can get the hash code, the type of thing it is, the object type it is. Next, returns a non-negative random number. That sounds useful. Next, double. Oh, and I can turn my rand into a string, which you might think we want to do, but we can't compare strings easily. We can't say, is Bob greater than Charlie, like we could in Python. So, okay, so my rand dot, it's actually just next, okay? Please note that next has 3 overridden versions, okay? You can call next with no arguments. You can call it with 1 argument, an int max value, or call it with 2 arguments, a min and max, okay? You got to get used to this, that a lot of these functions can take different amounts of arguments. It's so cool. It's so essential in programming, okay? So if I say next, int secret, the secret number, equals myrand.next, and dude, I'm just using this that I made, myrand. I put my on it on purpose. And the command is .next, and that spits out a random integer. Let's see what it spits out, and let's actually cheat. Let's print it out. Console.writeLine secret, and let's see what it was. Okay, so it's a big number, and I'm going to Control C to break, and I'm going to run again, and it gives me another really big number. And you're like, oh, well, that's probably not the myrand.next we wanted. So let's bring those parentheses back up and hit our left and right or up and down arrows. And I'm going to go down, and oh, I can put a max value in. So I could just say 10, right? Let's try that a few times. Run it. It's 0. Let's run it again. It's still 0. Let's run it again. And it's now, okay, good. It's not always 0. So it should be, I don't know if this is inclusive. It might have said in the hints. Nope, it doesn't say. All right there. The exclusive upper bound, so it doesn't include 10. So let's go to 1 to 0 to 11. And some of you are like, okay, I want to go 1 to 11. And I'm pretty sure when you do it with that version, let's go down. The exclusive upper bound, and I thought it was an inclusive lower bound. Let's go run it a few times and see if I can get a 1 out of it. I'm just hitting Control F5 and enter a couple times. I don't know if I can get a 1 or not. Maybe I should have just gone to 11. Let's do that. Okay, so great. I've got a random number from 1 to 11. Hopefully this might include 0. I don't really know. And we gave ourselves a cheat right here. And now we need to just say if they got it right. Not you said this number, but let's say you guessed right. And this is how we always do number guesser. We do it the easy, dumb way first. If they got the right number, say you guessed right, and if they got it wrong, say you guessed wrong, but we'll do that later. They get the wrong part. So when would they get it right? If they guessed right, or if in other words, if their number is the same as secret.
Adrian Smith.
And what does that look like then? Do this. Oh, then that's the opening parenthesis. And I see it turn, I need to have a closing parenthesis. And their number is the same as secret. Well, let's get there in a sec. If their number, what variable is that? That's secret string. That's kind of a dumb name, but let's call it guess. Is the same as secret. Is the same as, oh, for math class, that's not a single equals. It's a double equals. If guess equals secret, right? If guess equals secret, then, and we'll put this down on the next line like I like to, print you guessed right. And here we got, oh, parenthesis expected. I'm doing Python here. And every if has to have parentheses after it. Some of you are trying to put more than one set of parentheses. You can as long as you nest them, but you can't. Oh, I shouldn't say what you can and can't do. Just if it doesn't work, keep it simpler. It's best if you put them all, they all fit inside one set of parentheses, and then you can have more parentheses in here if you have other stuff. But okay, if guess equals secret. Oh, one other thing. Well, I'll do it later. That insert. Some of you hit insert on accident. That brings up this overwrite thing. And if I hit insert and start typing here, it erases my words. So yeah, if you ever hit insert on accident and don't know what you did wrong, look at hit insert again, and it changes from overwrite to regular typing. Pretty bad idea, but not sure why MonoDevelop left it in. Okay, if guess equals secret, and it gave me an error message. It says operator double equals comparisons can only be applied to the same types. I can't compare a string and an int. So we have to learn how to cast. Okay, and it's kind of a pain in C#. There's a couple ways supposedly to do it, and I can only get one of them to work. So I need to make guess, the string, into a what? I need to make it into an int, okay? So what was the... Some people say you can go like this, and guess. Let's see if that does anything. I don't think it does. Yeah, only assignment can use as a statement. So I don't know how to use that kind of casting. It doesn't work for me. But I can say guess equals, let's see if this works. Guess equals int. An int is a class or an object, and I can hit dot and see what ints can do. And I got a few things. Max value. There's the max value of an int. Pretty cool. A minimum value is negative that same number. And parse converts the string representation of a number to its 32-bit signed integer equivalent. Signed just means it can be positive or negative. So this is what I want. It's not called cast here. It's called parse. And I want to parse the guess. I want to parse the string guess to an integer. Okay, let's look at our hints again. Parse takes a string in the parentheses and it spits out an int. That's what I always ignore the public static for now. Just know that the thing in the parentheses is what we need, and the thing on the left side of the command is what we want to spit out. So we're spitting out an int, and guess can't take an int right now. So we need to make I'm going to make a different variable, int guess int, and I guess that's why I called it guess string up here, and we're going to have to call it guess int down here, and now guess doesn't exist. Sorry, I'm messing it all kinds of weird for you, but just so it's more consistent. There's the guess string I got from readline, and then I got a cast, which is this line. I cast guess string into an integer with this command, int.parse guess string, and it spits out an integer. So if my string that they guessed was 5, this spits out an integer 5 and stores it in guess int. And now I can compare guess int with secret. And let's try it. 3. Okay, and it didn't say anything because I guessed wrong. Let's use my cheat and let's guess 8. And now that works, okay? Now some of you, once you've seen how to get a random number and how to cast, will want to just go on from here and do the full random number program, okay? I'm going to leave this one with just an else for now, and I'll start a new video for the other one, partly because class is about to start, and I know I'll get a lot of announcements during the video, which I always hate. So if guess is secret, is the same as or equal to secret, say you guessed right, what are we going to do down here? That's right, folks, an else. Remember, there's no condition after an else. Just, and it always does that. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. No autocorrect, please. I like it like this. And then else, meaning guess was not equal to secret. What would I write? Well, the price is wrong, Bob. Just you guessed wrong. And let's try it. It's 3. You guessed wrong. Run it again. It's 6. Okay, let's try it again, and let's use my cheat. It's 2. You guessed right. So that's your basic number guesser. I would probably not, I guess I could shore it up. And there it all is in main right here. This is all of it for the basic one. Next video will obviously be using while loops and stuff like that. So we'll see you in the next unit.